My name is Tyler Kallasy. I'm a physical therapist, a traveling physical therapist down here in Maryland for a few months before Courtney, my girlfriend, and I go on to our next assignment and improve some human experience, somewhere else along the line. So Bob and I talked a little bit about things that maybe some athletes could do before, during, after WODs that can kind of improve their overall health, overall joint mobility, strength, stability, things like that. One of the best things we could do right away is what we all call a single leg deadlift, right? We know that deadlift happens with that flat spine, butt goes back, we reach down and come up, right? We can do that with a kettlebell, a barbell, everything from there. If we change that up and bring it onto one leg, things get a little different, right? When we move the movement to one leg, becomes a little bit more of a stability thing. You could see shakiness happening in my knees and my feet. Now the whole chain is being forced to use that stability, those stability muscles and things like that. My personal favorite thing to do is get myself onto one foot, give myself a target, for example, the rig perfect. We have plenty of rigs around, right? And just kind of reach for a point. So for me, it's going to be that hook, and then I can do that with the other hand. All right, nice and simple. No weight is needed. I know we were used to having to use weight to make things valuable, but things like this, stability movements, it's good to kind of up the reps, leave the weight to the side, let that happen during the WOD, and kind of get used to the movement. Let yourself hone that in. All right, so once again, I can change the levels. All right, so maybe every other one, I reach down. Not paying a ton of attention to my form, kind of letting my body stabilize how it needs to. Right? If you want to up the difficulty, you can kind of choose 3 points on the floor or in front of you, put a bench in front of you. So I'm going to go over to my worst foot here, and I can kind of pick 3 points on the ground. All right, now I'm forcing everything to stabilize a little bit more in some unfamiliar positions. If I want to, I can add in a foot tap there, all 3 positions. I know some of you kind of want to use that weight. You guys, well, where's the weight? How is this valuable? If you do want to use the weight, a good thing to do is grab a plate, right? A little bit of weight, it makes it heavier, but the width of the plate can take away some distance. So I added weight, but I took away distance, kind of a little give and take to make things a little bit harder, but not too hard. Same thing, I'm forcing stabilization at my hip, at my knee, all the way down to my foot. Why is this a good exercise? It's good because we spend a lot of time on one foot. If you think about running, walking, it's essentially just continuously catching yourself on one foot, right? We can't choose how we land on one foot when we run, when we walk, when we come in from a WOD. Sometimes we can't choose how we land and catch a clean or how we step away from a squat. So our hips, our knees, our feet, even our lower back and our torso need to be able to accommodate all those different movements. The single leg deadlift is a good way to help you do that.